So when Donald Trump declared Nigeria a country of particular concern over the persecution of Christians, it didn't just stir diplomatic conversations. It touched something deeper in the hearts of millions of Nigerian believers. For many Christians, especially those living in the targeted areas in parts of Kaduna, Benue, Plateau, Taraba, and Borno, the announcement felt like a long overdue acknowledgement of their pain. Someone finally is saying out loud what they have been living through for years. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another story. It is Florence here, and this is Story Media, where we explore the truth behind the headlines. So, we all have heard the news about how Trump has declared Nigeria as a country of a particular concern. So, what does it mean? What does it mean for Nigeria as a nation? What does it mean for Nigerian Christians? And what should Nigeria do to, keep the situation under control? All these are what we are going to discuss in this video. So, what does this declaration really means? Declaring a country of particular concern. What does it mean? In the US, there's a policy called the International Religious Freedom Act. It allows America to designate certain countries as countries of particular concern, places where people are systematically persecuted because of their faith. So when Trump made this declaration, it was a signal, a way of saying, Nigeria, the world sees what's happening. You must protect your people. So it doesn't mean automatic sanctions or punishment, but it puts Nigeria under serious watch. It means the world is now officially paying attention to what is happening to Christians in the country. Even though we know this, but we have to talk about why Nigeria is on that list. Yes, of countries that has been, declared a country of particular concern. It is not new information. For over a decade, thousands of Christians have been killed or displaced in northern and central Nigeria. Churches have been burned, priests kidnapped, villages wiped out. Groups like Boko Haram, ISWAP, armed headers have turned some communities into ghost towns. Families have been forced to flee, leaving behind farmlands, schools, and ancestral homes. And yet, justice has been rare. Victims cry. Government officials condemn, but very little changes. That's the reality Trump is pointing at. A country that seems to have grown numb to the suffering of its own people. So, what does this mean for Christians in the targeted areas? For Christians in these conflict ridden regions, this declaration is both a message of hope and a reminder of danger. A message of hope because it tells them that the world has heard their cries. It assures them that someone powerful has noticed that they are being hunted for their faith. But it's also a reminder of danger because this spotlight can make them even more vulnerable in the short term. So, in places where extremist groups operate, any international attention can provide more attacks, either as a revenge or to send a message that we are not afraid. So, while Christians may find comfort in being seen, they still live under real fear of another, raid, another killing, another silent night that ends in gunfire. Now, how does this affect Nigeria as a nation? Trump's statement also exposes something uncomfortable about Nigeria, our failure to protect our own citizens. It puts pressure on the Nigerian government to face what it has often tried to downplay, that these killings are not just random acts of banditry. They're systematic and often targeted at a specific faith community. When a foreign power publicly declares that your country is unsafe for religious minorities, it damages your international reputation. It tells the world that your government has failed in one of its most basic duties, protecting lives. So, this declaration will push Western governments, NGOs, and the international press to start tracking our religious freedom record more closely. This could aid security operations and diplomatic relations, but more importantly, it forces Nigeria to look inward. Let's look at what Nigeria can do to fix this. Number one, they have to acknowledge the truth. Nigeria has to first of all come to the realization that they have problem in their nation. The Nigerian government must stop pretending that religion has nothing to do with the violence that is happening. Yes, there are political and economic factors, but when whole communities are attacked because they're Christians, we must call it what it is: religious persecution. Number two, Nigerian government must protect the vulnerable regions. Let people worship without fear. A government that cannot guarantee safety has lost moral ground. Number three, Nigeria must deliver justice. Every time attackers go free, they become more emboldened. Nigeria must show that killing in the name of religion is a crime that will be punished swiftly and publicly. Number four, Nigerian government must support displaced Christians. Thousands of Nigerian Christians are living in IDP camps with little hope. The government and the churches must partner to rehabilitate their families, rebuild homes, reopen schools, restore farmlands. Number five, federal government must promote interfaith dialogue. Christians and Muslims have lived side by side for generations. We cannot allow extremists to define our story. Religious leaders on both sides must unite in condemning hate and violence, not silently tolerate it. Number six, engage diplomatically with the world. Nigeria should use the moment to prove it values human rights and religious freedom. Open investigations, invite observers, and rebuild trust with the global community. To believers in those affected areas, your pain is seen. The world may, just be waking up to your reality, but God saw it all. This declaration from Trump may not change everything overnight, but it has opened a global conversation, that could lead to pressure for real change. Now, still, our hope must not rest on America or Trump or any foreign government. Our hope is in God. We are in Nigeria that is yet to rise above hate, corruption, and the silence. But we are still waiting for our leaders to do something about this, and make this country habitable for every form of religion. So, my dear people, this is what I say. Let me share with you. I don't know what you think about it, but whatever you think, leave your comments in the comment section. Thank you so much for coming this far with me. In case you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do so now. Click on the bell icon so that you can easily access my upcoming posts. Like and share this video. Thank you so much. I'll see you in my next video. God bless you. Bye-bye. Bye.